G'day everyone, Matt from Overland Travellers. Today I'm going to run you through the ScheelMann Seats and why I think they're the best aftermarket seat option for a 70 series Landcruiser. So for the sake of ethics, these seats were sponsored. I'm telling you this so you can make more informed decisions about your own purchases. I definitely encourage you to find people who have purchased these seats and just ask them what they think about them. You can do this by searching the hashtag ScheelMann on Instagram. Just message people and just ask of what their experience with the seats are. I'm telling you this because I'm just really confident that what I'm going to tell you today is going to match what everyone else is going to say about them that own the seats, and that is that they are absolutely fantastic. So the particular ScheelMann seats that we have and we have had in both our Landcruisers have been the Vario XXLs. They are a larger seat. We are quite tall, Holly and I find that we fit in these seats really well. I haven't really noticed it before, but most seats are a little bit short for me. I find these really, really good. There are quite a few standard colors available, which you can check on the website, but we actually have a custom trim on these ones, which is an option that you can get. You can really get any trim that you like. We've gone for like a gray plaid and black leather on these, which I think looks really smart, sets them apart a little bit and just matches the exterior colors that we have on the car. As far as adjustment goes, I haven't seen really any other aftermarket seat with this much adjustment for your lumbar. Not only can it go up and down, it can go in and out, and there is just a lot more adjustment in every little way that you want. You can get the base in and out, and you can really dial it in for you. And if you do decide to get these seats, I really recommend that you spend the time to figure out what is right for you. It did take me a little while to dial them in just right, but once I got it right, these seats are the only seat I do not get a sore back in. We've got quite a comfortable runabout. It's a 2015 Subaru Outback with nice leather seats, but for some reason, my lower back just gets really sore. As I said, my back does not get sore in these. If you do an 8-hour drive, 6-hour drive, big days like that, you will find, yeah, you're gonna get stiff. But as far as my back getting sore, it doesn't happen, which is a just massive plus for me. The way I'd describe the comfort of these seats isn't necessarily super soft and plush, but rather really supportive. They're nice and firm, but not in an uncomfortable way. But I think for those long drives, if you've got really soft seats or seats that are sagging in the middle, that's probably when you're gonna get your sore back, where I find these really supportive and good for those longer drives. In off-road scenarios as well, they do have these sort of semi-bucket sides here, which just hold you in nicely when you're really getting thrown around from side to side. As you probably know with the 70 series, if you're watching this video and you own one, they're not particularly comfortable from factory, and changing the seats is a massive improvement over these stock seats. In a touring vehicle, I think it's really important to spend your money and invest in things where you're going to be spending the most time. For us, that is where we sleep, and we have invested in a really good sleeping option, and where we sit in the car. That is probably the most time you're going to be spending on your travels, is sitting down in the car driving. So you want to be comfortable, you want to spend that money on getting a comfortable ride. All right, one other really handy thing about these seats is the access. So both sides have a knob here which you can flick up, and it just tilts the seat forward for you. We've got a seat organizer in the back, which is really good to have things like first aid kits, EPIRBs, all these things we need to grab quickly. Also in the Defenders, there is a version of these seats where you can pull a tab out and then lift the bottom of the seat up, because I know that there is a storage box under there for Defenders. So there's plenty of options out there, so just definitely check those out. So jump onto ScheelMann Australia and just have a look at current prices. There's a few different styles, from these larger ones down to smaller ones, some that are different price points. But I think from, Landcruisers from the 80s right up to now, I think it's worth investing at least in a driver's seat. It's not something you're going to be regretting. If you're watching this video and you already own a set of ScheelMann seats, jump down to the comment section for me and just tell me of your experience with them, how you've liked them, how they've improved your quality of life in your vehicle, because I'd love to get some other opinions on them. If you want to have a look at these seats in action, definitely check out the rest of our travel videos. We've been all over the country in our old 40 series, which had the ScheelMann seats, right up to this brand new 78 series with the ScheelMann seats as well. They've been absolutely fantastic. They're the only seat my back doesn't get sore in, and I think they are a really worthwhile investment if you're going to be doing big hours touring around the country.